Testing one, two, three. It's a very exciting day in my world. Why? Because prior to this afternoon, I was streaming solely on Twitch. But I've just paid for a monthly membership to stream on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm launching right now the multi-stream to see if it's working or not. Now, my friend Gabe is on Twitch and he said he could see no camera. So I shut this OBS Streamlabs software down, restarted it in the hopes that it would take when it's back on. And here I'm even looking at myself. So I know that the camera's working now. I know that. But what I don't know is this, can you see the camera on multiple platforms? And then how does the chat work in multiple platforms? Like if someone's on YouTube and they see this, are they be able to chat and I'll see it? Or Facebook, like usually when I go to Facebook and someone's chatting, like can it be seen? I don't know. It might just be a Twitch chat. But all I'm trying to say is like it's very exciting because I've been trying to get affiliate on Twitch. And in order to get affiliate, you need viewers. And I can't get the viewers just on Twitch alone. It doesn't seem to be working. So I was going to start streaming on YouTube and then going on to YouTube and saying, hey, YouTube, how you doing? Hey, you see this name up here? You see this? Terminator 6691? I'm on Twitch. Come on over. Come on over to Twitch and see this, whatever I do. Sometimes I got birds. I don't know if he'll come on me or not. No. Sonny, stop. Let go. Let go of my finger. Come on. Come on. No. There you go. Come on. Come on, get my finger. I don't want to visit. Come on, visit. My bird doesn't want to visit with me. So, I guess if I'm going to test this out, I might as well like do something entertaining. Is anybody watching? Oh, it's my friend Dan. Hang on. Yellow. What you doing?
Just about to leave exit 16.
Storaji?
Yeah. I'm tired. I don't feel well. I'm broke. I'm out of gas. Fucking hungry.
Said I'm tired. I'm out of gas. And I'm hungry. Just wish I had a sandwich. I've been low on the cash myself lately.
Are you still on unemployment?
Yeah.
I just left that place, so I'm driving, and I'm like...
Yeah. I read an article the other day that said 70% of Americans know about the stimulus and haven't signed in to take advantage of it yet.
That's a lot.
Yep. Either maybe they're just too proud or they don't want to go through the hoops of trying to... Seems like a small price to pay for that kind of money myself.
So I log into what, IRS.gov?
I guess so. I don't know.
I know I'll get cut off some point on the way home. I just don't know exactly when.
I know it's funny because like I'm so neurotic that like sometimes I'll start talking about this and that, and then I'll get cut off, and my first thought will be like, "Oh my God, Danny doesn't want to hear my fucking psychobabble. He's just hung up on me." When that's actually not the case, you're just actually out of range.
Oh my God. Every fucking place I go from where I live is,
Yeah. I called you up the other day and I was trying to play what I thought was some good Steely Dan, and then I realized I had the wrong key.
Right, but it was still a good job. Like, I got it. That was still fun.
Right. It's in D minor. It's like. Did you see the video that I put up with Donald Fagen was talking about Peg? Did you see that?
Yeah.
That blew my mind, bro.
Starts out with Rick Monotta playing the drums. That one?
No, you talking about Peg or Hey 19?
Peg. If you look up the making of Peg, or the making of
Right.
Nation.
I'm talking about the composition part of it is what blew my mind.
Oh, yeah, the voicing, the piano voicing.
Yeah. Because you're like, it's a blues, but it's not a blues. It's a major blues, and it's gospel, and it's boring. So we put this in it, and I was like, oh my God, it's so.
Yeah, and he's got the other piano player there.
It's just so genius, and it's so beyond like above anything that I could logically comprehend with my small skills.
I hear you. It is beyond.
And then it just goes into this whole other thing that's just like I'm just gonna pretend like I have no idea what they're doing, and I'm not even gonna pretend that I even have an idea of what's going on in that one part.
Home, and I know I go down this.
I get it.
And so, and then you come up the other side. Only one time did it stay connected, like a week ago with Mike Smith on a
Listen.
Sunday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I got a message from the ham the other day. He sounded pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parallels going on with people that I know and him. Like I have a friend that's struggling too, and he's in his car, and he calls up the other friend, and I can hear him talking. I was like, yeah, I too have been on the other end of the phone when somebody called from a car, and they're like, I'm drinking, my life's a mess, I feel like killing myself. It's like, okay, here it's the same story, same old song and dance, just with a different person.
Yeah.
Too afraid to go get help, too drunk to realize that their own problems are their own making, and you try to tell them, and they're like, "What? Me? Cause my own problems? How did? Don't say it isn't so."
There's the ditch.
Take your big black cow and get out of here. Cause I won't cry anymore when you run around. Not you. All right, gotta go. Anyways, I was streaming, and I was dreaming and streaming that maybe I could play a little guitar, but I don't even know what I do with it. So this is a test, all right? I'm testing. I'm on multiple platforms right now. I'm so excited about it. I put it off for a couple of weeks. I was like, nah, I don't want to get Prime membership where I could stream to YouTube and tell other people to come to Twitch. Who wants success? Come on. So anyways, I'm testing on multiple platforms. Little odd tune. Nope. I did my own work on this guitar. I have not seen the work you did on Discord yet. I didn't know you were doing work on the Discord. I haven't been into the Discord in a couple of days, but I will go look at it for real. So everything has a story. There's a story of this guitar. I'd like to tell it right now, seeing as I'm testing 1, 2, 3 on 3 different platforms right now. Okay, this is an Ibanez acoustic guitar. It's a really good brand of acoustic guitar. They're made like maybe overseas, but they are assembled in the United States, a little town in Pennsylvania called Bensalem or Bensalem. I'm not really sure how to say it. So anyway, I bought this guitar because I wanted, this was back a few years ago. I didn't have a lot of money. I was kind of broke. Things weren't going good in my life, but I wanted a guitar. So you want to buy one that not only sounds halfway decent, but oh my goodness. Requirements for a guitar are usually like the more you pay, the more you get. But Ibanez made guitars that people that don't have a lot of money could still get a good quality guitar, and that's what I did. And I've been playing Ibanez my whole life. Alright, so anyway, this guitar is pretty much in tune now. That B's still bothering me. Ugh. I have to show you that there's a history behind this guitar, is what I'm trying to say. So back a few years ago, I didn't have a lot of money, but as a guitar player, you have to have a guitar. Okay, I was never a guy that played guitar. I'm actually a guitar player. That's what I've done for a living. I've played guitar semi-professionally. Been in countless cover bands. I've done solo work just by myself. So I needed a guitar. So I bought this Ibanez at a music store. I live in upstate New York. There's this great music store in a town called Clifton Park. It's called Parkway Music. I'm a big fan of this store. I've spent lots of money at this store. I got a drum machine on my desk that I bought at Parkway not too long ago. It was used. It was great for a little while. This guitar was great for a little while. And then what happens is there's a tension on the strings. And if there's too much tension, sometimes after a while, this is totally natural. This is called the bridge. The bridge will start to lift from all the tension. Like sometimes maybe the glue isn't great. So I never tried to repair guitars before. And naturally I went to YouTube to help, for some help. And this guy had a video of how you glue your bridge back together. So I ripped the strings off and I ripped the bridge off unfortunately, I ripped some of the finish off and it cracked a little bit, but I was like, I don't care. It was a $150 guitar. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a Taylor or a Martin, and I would be probably more upset. But anyway, there's this thing that's called scaling, where you take a razor blade and you cut in like a certain pattern diagonally this way and that way, so that you create a texture and a surface where the glue adheres to it better and it sticks to the guitar better. So I did that, and I bought some clamps, these big C clamps, and you put the clamps inside it, you glue it, you put the clamp on there, you clamp it shut, you leave it. I didn't know which glue to use. I had a choice between like Gorilla Glue and wood glue. I didn't think the wood glue was really going to do it. I wanted something really strong, so I tried the Gorilla Glue. I let it sit for a couple days, and I took it to a gig. There's this club in upstate New York. It's called Duffy's, and they're kind of famous for having acts out on the deck. Now, I had never played there, and I'd always wanted to play there, and I met this gal Erin, and she was already playing there with another guy, but I guess he wasn't working out, so this was like my first gig with her at Duffy's with the guitar I just fixed, freshly glued, and we got through the night and it didn't break. But then over the period of like another month or so ago, it started to lift again. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I had to take the strings off again, put the glue on again. I had to shave off all the old glue, rescale it, put it back on, put the clamp on, put it aside, wait for it to be done. And then it was good for like another month or so. And then the same thing happened. So after, 3 strikes and you're out. So after the second time, I was like, you know what? It's only a $150 guitar. I'm drilling 2 holes in the MFR, okay? So I'm not kidding you. I don't know if it was the smartest move or the wisest move, or maybe I was crazy. I don't know. But I took a drill and just put 2 holes in it, 1 on each side, found some screws, nuts and bolts, and I went in there with my hand and I put the bolts on the other end and I tightened them as far as they could go. And then I just said, this is how it's going to stay. Because I can't just keep gluing it, because eventually, like, the glue adheres to the body of the guitar, and then every time you take the bridge off, it takes little slivers of wood with it. So after doing it twice, there wasn't really much left in there, and I was afraid if I did it one more time, it was going to be foobar, like fixed, unrepairable. So that was my solution. I drilled it back together, and now, I mean, it does lift a little bit, but not as much, and it's pretty much a permanent fixture there. It's not the greatest guitar in the world. I think it's still good for like a campfire, good party, sit around and sing songs. But I don't know if I probably wouldn't record with it, because it's too unstable, I guess you could say. It's out of tune already. Just started, you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. I can't. It's a good beater. What's a good beater? Something you can throw in a car and leave it in there with the sun and the rain and the heat and the cold pound on it, and you don't fret over it. See what I did there? Still does the job. Doesn't stay in tune completely though. See, it's out already. The old G. I think my strings are just old. So, yeah, I don't know how this sounds out there. I've just cast myself into the internet universe to do a test, and I don't know if anyone is out there is just happened to catch me out there besides Gabe. It says I have one viewer, but that's probably for Twitch. I don't know if maybe I don't know. I should check YouTube, I suppose. We check YouTube and see if I'm broadcasting live on that too. See YouTube, where are you? Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. YouTube. Oh, it is live. It's live right now on YouTube. Nice. Check YouTube and see if I'm broadcasting. I'm live on YouTube right now. Oh, you got that right there. Hello, YouTube. YouTube. How are you today, YouTube? I hope you're well. I'm not bad myself, thanks. I was talking about my Ibanez. I got a nice Ibanez that I kind of worked on myself. I think it looks pretty good. I just looked at the YouTube stream. It don't look too bad. So listen, if you're on YouTube and you're watching or you're watching something on Facebook and you want to see some content, you want to, I play video games. I play Fortnite, Rocket League, and I stream an occasional music stream where I sing and play the guitar and the keyboard or whatever. And I got a bird. He's funny. His name is Sunny. Sometimes poop is wet and runny. And he'll make an appearance here now and then. Trying to get him in the stream earlier, but he doesn't want to move. Try to get him on my finger. No. He's just doing his old thing over there. I got a bird, he's funny. His name is Sunny. He doesn't want to be bothered. Sometimes poop is wet and runny. And he'll make an appearance here. And you just, but the thing with parakeets, if they don't want to be bothered, you don't bother them. You just let them do their thing. Just leave them alone. He'll stop by when I least expect it. I'll have a parakeet on my head. right now that I'm just testing 1, 2, 3, and I'm not really playing a game or whatever, I came on Twitch because I like to tell stories, and I hope people like stories because then we'll have a nice little cohabitat, relationship, viewer and streamer. So this morning I was sleeping. Everything was going great. I was sleeping, and I kept waking up in the middle of the night. Now, mind you, I have an air mattress. So here I am sleeping. All of a sudden, I wake up. It's very uncomfortable on my back. I'm like, what's going on here? And I realized my air mattress, I lost air. Like, oh. So, middle of the night, I got 2 other people living in the house. I don't want to make a lot of noise, but I have to turn the pump on to pump the mattress back up. So I did it just for a few seconds. Okay. Luckily, I didn't wake nobody up, but I got enough air in there, like just really tired, sleepy-eyed, fell back to sleep. Woke up in the morning, same thing. No mattress. Deflated completely. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Middle of the night, I got 2 other people. So when I finally got up with my very, very poor sleep, my head is all cloudy, I get a cup of coffee and I realize I got to fix this bed, right? So I take everything off the bed, put it on the floor, in front of the closet door that has access to where the patches are to patch the thing, right? So I turn the thing on its side, pump it back up this morning. All the air's back in it. I'm like, great. Now I got to find the leak, like a mechanic trying to find a leak in a tire. Putting my hand all around it. No, it ain't here. No, it ain't here. No, it ain't here. Finally, I feel air like coming out the top, just on my face. I was like, oh, there you are. So I had to take everything off the floor, clear it away, go in the closet, find the patch. I don't trust the patch. Don't trust the adhesive. So I peel it off. I put glue on the thing around where I think the hole's going to be. I put that thing on there. I got to wait 2 hours before I put the bed back together. But at least now, I know, okay, maybe until I get a real mattress, at least I can sleep on something that maybe will deflate on me. I don't know how long this patch is going to last. So I have to take all the blankets. I put them on the floor. That's my pharmacy. My happy pills. I'm out of happy pills. I got to go tomorrow and fill it up, and I'm going to get my second COVID shot. So I'm going to be in bed all day. Probably if I get sick from this COVID shot. And now I got a bed like that has a hole in it. So I'm like hoping that I get the bed active again, so that if I take the shot and I get sick, I want to be able to go to sleep. I don't want to be sick and be sleeping and then have this bed, do that, or else I'll have to sleep on the floor. So I go in, I did the patch, I put it on a thing, I'm waiting. And now I got a bed. Took all the bedding, all the sheets and the pillowcases and so I'm like hoping that and put them in the floor here, right behind me on the floor. So I go online because I want to share with people the story being not so great, because people are going through crap in their life. So if you hear a funny story or hear a situation that may not be so pleasant, you laugh, you feel better. So I have this friend who isn't doing so well in life lately, and I went on to tell him the story. So I go live like I am now, and the first thing he does is he sees my blankets behind me and says, "Why is your place such a mess?" And I'm like, you, sir, don't have your life together enough to even try to tell me about my mess. And then I explained the whole story again. Well, I was sleeping and the mattress went down. I had to fix it. I had to take the clothes over there and blah, blah, blah. And I realized like he's probably not saying why as in like a shaming thing like most people do where they go, why is your place a mess? He wasn't saying it like that. He was saying it like, Germ, you know, you usually keep a nice, clean, tidy place. Why? And then I explained the thing again. So I'm getting mileage. I'm getting mileage out of this bed story. My deflated bed. I could write a song about it. Be like, woke up this morning, my bed was flat. Didn't know what to do. It's not where it's at. So I pumped this shit up. And I got it again. Went back to sleep. Woke up, it was flat all over again. Cause I got the air mattress blues. Can't get no sleep. Gonna have to fix it. Or I'll feel like shit is deep. I'm freestyling right now, but I actually could like sit down and write that. So I can't get in trouble for copyright infringement on that song because it's my song. I just wrote it. No one, ASCAP or BMI is not going to come after me and go, you know, Germinator, you just used someone else's song and that's not good and you owe us a lots of money. Because it's my song. Right? Anyway, it's not finished. I'm just testing. 1, 2, 3. I'm testing this thing. I'm testing my YouTube reach and my Facebook reach and my Twitch reach. I need followers on Twitch to watch me so I can get affiliate, but they're not with the way that I'm doing things. It's just not working. So I watched a YouTube video of this guy. His name's Alpha Gaming, and he said, you need to broaden your reach. Broaden your reach. Go to YouTube and get people to come over to Twitch. So this morning I signed up. I'm using this software called Streamlabs OBS. I'm able to stream to multiple platforms at once. $20 a month. I am streaming right now to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. All at the same time. It's pretty damn cool. So what that means is somebody from YouTube could say, hey, I saw this guy on YouTube, it's pretty good. I think I'm going to go over and watch my Twitch. Or vice versa. Somebody on Twitch might be like, yeah, I saw him on Twitch. I'm going to watch him on YouTube. Or, God forbid, Facebook too. But I don't make no money on Facebook. Unless people donate. Then maybe. Maybe if they donate, maybe. Somebody from YouTube could say, hey, I saw this guy on YouTube, it's pretty good. I think I'm going to go over. Call me crazy, but I thought maybe I could do Twitch for a living. Because I'm funny. I'm musically talented. Maybe you just heard a few minutes ago. But I don't make no money on Facebook. Unless people donate. Then maybe. Maybe if they donate, maybe. So this is the first stream where I'm streaming multiple places. Because I'm funny. Streaming. I'm streaming to 3 different places right now. I'm a streamer. Nothing but a streamer. And I'm going way to other places. 'Cause I'm a streamer. Stupid little streamer. in the playoffs, by the way, and the Brooklyn Nets, who are also in the playoffs. I grew up on rock and roll. When other people were playing Guitar Hero, I was actually playing the guitar, trying to be a guitar hero. I used to have cassettes delivered to. I'm so old that I used to have cassettes delivered to the house. You could be in a music club and you could get 10 tapes or CDs for a penny, and then they would send you the ones for the month. And I absolutely loved that because I was a big music fan. So I grew up on sticks. Cassettes delivered to. I'm so old that I used to have cassettes delivered to the house. You could be in a music club and you could get David Bowie. 10 tapes. I grew up on soft rock favorites. Like here's a little story for you that you don't know, that I'm going to tell you right now. Unfortunately, America, the whole world, was in a pandemic for a year. It's the suckiest thing that almost could happen to anybody, right? And I was just starting to delve into songwriting, and I was starting to study songwriters that I admired. And there was this one guy by the name of Christopher Cross. And there was this one song that he had that I absolutely loved, fell in love with. It's called The Light Is On. It goes like this. Right? Great song. One of his more obscure tunes. Then I found out he got sick from COVID, and it screwed him up. Like he had something else underneath it. It was called like Guillain-Barré syndrome. Like I've heard of Epstein-Barr syndrome, but this is different. I can't say it. Let's just say Julian, just to move on. Guillain-Barré syndrome, and he can't talk, he can't walk. He could talk, but he couldn't walk, and he couldn't play the guitar anymore. And I was just like, oh my God, that's the saddest thing I've ever fucking heard. Excuse my French. So here I was learning this song, found out that he was sick, and I did a version of his song that said, you know, it's all right, the light is on, because the song was supposed to kind of give people hope. Like, oh my God. Excuse my French. I'm playing it wrong, but recorded this song, The Light Is On, and I put it on YouTube, and I said, "Get well, Christopher Cross," and I even sent it to him. And I hope he watched it. And I hope that maybe it lifted his spirits enough to know that, you know, somebody else really loves your music so much that they would use it back to you like it's a karmic thing. Like he put that song out saying, you know, don't worry that it's dark right now because the light is on. It's just, I hope that maybe it lifted his spirits enough. The song goes, is it yours? Is it mine? I was never the kind to draw the line. Are you free, unforgiven? Is this the kind of world you can live in? So right. The light is on. Once I figure that part out, I'll get it. It's alright. The light is on. Darkness is just hide. Saying darkness has run to hide. It's alright. The light is on. It's alright. The light is on. Darkness is just outside. It's alright. The light is on. Darkness is just outside. Outside your window. Beating down. Making the sound of the rain. Drive you crazy. Make you lazy. You know it's only the rain. It's alright. The light is on. Darkness is run to hide. So I basically like did a better version of that. And I put it on YouTube. And you know, I remember that we were locked down. A lot of people were locked down back then, and we couldn't, they didn't want us to be around each other because they figured we would infect each other. So a lot of the musicians, they ended up doing more videos like this, like at home. And big name people that I grew up listening to were doing like their songs for free for people. And it was great because here we were in a really, really dark time, and the musicians were trying to shine the light so that things weren't so dark. And it reminded me, this is why I love music in the first place. This is how I got hooked on music, because we're going to have dark times, and they aren't going to be that great. Sometimes there's nobody around, like, you know, and sometimes all you have is that music. We're trying to shine the light so that things weren't so dark. So you look for the silver lining in the cloud, right? So there was another musician that I really loved. His name is David Gray, and he was about to do his 40th anniversary for an album that he did called White Ladder that I absolutely love. And sometimes all you have is that music. So I started learning some of his songs. And I was going to go to the 40th anniversary concert, and they were like, sorry, because of COVID, nobody's playing. You can't go to no concert because there ain't going to be no concert. And we're all like, come on, you know? So I sat around learning David Gray songs during the pandemic. He's got a song called Silver Lining that I like. tell me why. Time after time they drag you down. Down in the darkness deep. Frozen in madness all around. Know that the light don't sleep. So that's another song that talks about the light. Know that the light don't sleep. So here he is, concert canceled, tour canceled. 40th and everybody's David Gray fans looking forward to seeing. They can't. So I went on his YouTube page and his Facebook page, and I threw his lyric back at him just like I did with Christopher Cross. I said, know that the light don't sleep. So here he is, concert canceled, tour canceled. 40th and everybody's David Gray fans looking forward. And the light doesn't sleep. It doesn't. So it's like if you're going through anything, YouTube page, it'll end soon because the light is always there. Sometimes all you gotta do is pull the switch, turn it on. So I'm testing. 1, 2, 3. And the light doesn't sleep. It doesn't. Is this thing on? Hello, is this thing on? It is on. It'll end soon because the light is always there. So like at the end of the day, all I have really left are my stories. And I love my stories. So I've decided now that I'm 50 years old, I don't know how much time I have left on this earth. So I'm going to try to capture my stories and put music to them. Like a real songwriter. That's what I've always wanted to do. When I was a kid, I just wanted to be a singer-songwriter. That's what I wanted to do. And I went down some weird roads, and they're worth noting that I think I came out okay. And as I get older, I'm not as interested in like the hard rock that I used to be into. Yeah, I'm not. That whole 80s thing is long past. I like 70s and 80s soft rock. And I do rock. I do rock out now and then. I still do. But I'm all about the campfire tunes. I'm all about the campfire tunes, like. You got the cool waters when the fever runs high. You got the look of love light in your eyes. When I was in crazy motion till you calm me down. Took a little time, calm me down. Something goes wrong, first to admit it, first to admit it, the last one to know. Oh, whoa, something goes right, you know it's likely to lose me. It's apt to confuse me, 'cause it's such an unusual sight. Swear I can't get used to something so right, something so right. I'm all about that slow jazz stuff. Some people never say those words, I love you. It's not their style to be so bold. Some people never say those words, I love you, like a child and longing to be told. Na, 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 something goes wrong. I've been working on Steely Dan lately. Old like 70s Steely Dan, like like I said, working on. Not done, but working on. And that song changed me in the last couple of days. It made me just like look at life differently, because it's about, that song's about men and how we get addicted to things that aren't good for us. Like the first verse is about violence. It's about somebody stole my water and I'm going after him and I'm going to shoot him up till he's done. And when everybody's mourning his death, the hangman isn't hanging. So you don't get in trouble for it. You go back out and look for the next guy that stole your water. You're like, never learn. You go back and do it again. Brilliant. And the second verse is about love and relationships and women. It's saying that you meet this woman who's a no high climber, and she ends up with your best friend, and you, instead of getting mad, you go find somebody else and you try to get rid of your sorrow by sleeping with somebody else, but then you're back on your knees tomorrow because you go back and do it again, Jack. I'm like, oh my God. And the third verse is about gambling. Like he says, you swear up and down, you beg us, I'm not a gambling man, but you find yourself in Vegas with a handle in your hand, which means you're playing the slots, and the black cards will make you money, which means you know how to play blackjack and poker, and you can win, but you shouldn't be gambling because you don't have the money, but you do it anyways. You like, in the land of milk and honey, you must put them on the table, which means you feel like with your gambling skills, that one last time you can go and win that money. So you lay the money down that you don't have, and you go back, Jack, and do it again. Wheels turning round and round. I mean, that song is just so brilliant. I want to write songs like that. I want to write songs like that. You feel like with your gambling skills, that one last time you can go and win that money. So you lay the money down that you don't have, and you go back, Jack. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much longer, because I don't, I was just testing. I was just testing, and then I went off into this Steely Dan monologue. But I have this habit of waking up and not having breakfast and having a couple good cups of coffee. I come on the stream and I talk and talk and talk. And then all of a sudden I'm hungry and I'm like, shit, I gotta go get some food. And then I leave and I go get my food and then I come back and I stream. And you know what? I haven't been streaming on Sunday lately because it seems like nobody's around. But and every streamer has to take a day off. Can't just stream and stream and stream and stream. So I was trying to figure out which day I was going to take off from streaming. And it seems like it's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. Saturday during the afternoon, I've been able to pick up some viewers here and there. But Sundays are like, Sundays are the poop day for streaming. It seems nobody wants to. Out of all the numbers that I've seen from, you know, followers and viewers or whatever, Sunday seems to be like the day that I should take off. But because the only reason I'm here now is because I just bought the monthly subscription to Streamlabs Prime. So I'm streaming on 3 different platforms right now. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook all at once. And it's funny, my Streamlabs software actually changed color when I did this. It's like black and orange now, which is actually kind of cool. So if you're, I'm just gonna go and say, if you're watching on YouTube right now, I'm gonna stream here again. I could use the following and the viewership on Twitch because at least they'll pay me. YouTube will pay you eventually if you get enough viewers too. You can run ads. They pay you to run ads. So a lot of people will stream on YouTube for that reason, because the pinnacle of success, the brass ring is much better. But I'm trying to get affiliate so I can sell subscriptions and make some money. I'm so close. I've been so close. I've been doing this since November, and I'm like so close. I need an average of 3 viewers, and you know what? I think I had 4 earlier. So I'm definitely trending in the right direction. It's just not enough yet. It's not enough. And this isn't just me streaming on 3 different platforms is kind of vain. But I have a purpose, and that is to get more people to the Twitch. Go to the Twitch! Please. We play Fortnite on Twitch. Fortnite's a great game. It's kind of comic. It's kind of not real violent. There's no blood. You shoot somebody, they die. You don't see. There's no. It's not gory or graphic, if you will. It's kind of fun. Got friends that I play regularly. We do squad matches, which can be even more fun with 4 people trying to work together in a video game. Is hilarious. I stream this game called Rocket League, which is one of my favorite games. It's you drive cars like they're little Hot Wheels cars, except you're playing soccer or basketball or whatever. You use your car to hit the ball against 3 other cars that are trying to score a goal too. You pass and you crash. It reminds me of, and other people, there's this game called Twisted Metal. It's kind of like that. You can actually blow somebody up, and then they respawn, but they usually respawn like at the other end of the field. By then, like the plays are already over, and they call it Rocket League because the cars have a rocket boost at the end. So it's not just on the ground kicking a car around. There's actually a skill to do aerials to get up in the air and spin around. And some of these people that play this game are just really amazing. I'm starting to get quite amazing myself, but some of the people you see in here are just, whoa. And they call it Rocket League because the cars have a rocket boost at the end. There's a whole culture around this game, Rocket League. There's esports, there's tournaments. People play, you know, I try to play competitively. Really amazing. I'm starting to get quite amazing myself. So my Rocket League career kind of has a little arc to it, where I started out with nothing, and I ranked up from bronze to silver to gold, and now I got dropped back into silver, and I'm trying to get out of silver, get back to gold, and I get mad. You get to watch me get mad and wonder if I'm gonna throw things across the room or not. It's fun to watch, I think. So it's Fortnite, Rocket League, music streams, and an occasional other game. Like I played Black Ops, Cold War. I might try Modern Warfare. Forza 7, which is a racing game. I play that quite a bit. Where you're actually in a car and you're on a track and you can get, I get up to 180 miles an hour sometimes. So, that's all I'm going to say today. I've done my shameless self-promotion for the day in my Testing 1 2 3 stream. I hope it looks. I went to the YouTube thing. It looks pretty good. I don't know how it looks on Facebook right now, but if anybody's been watching and they see this New York thing and it means the Giants, I'm fed up with the New York Giants. I've had it up to here with them, and I'm only wearing this hat because it was a Christmas present. I'm thinking about being a Buffalo Bills fan. I'm thinking about trying it on, seeing how it fits. I'm considering joining the Bills Mafia. If anybody's been watching and they see this now, New York thing and it means the Giants, I'll say this. Fed up with the New York Giants. This Rocket League game, there's ranks. When you win, you climb rank. I just want to say, my friend Gabe is playing right now. He's one game away from being a champion, and that's a hard rank to get in that game. Like each level has a division. There's bronze 1, almost like the Olympics. Your bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, champ, grand champ, and then there's like super sonic legend, I guess, is I think the highest you can get. So like in this game, if you're like Supersonic Legend, it's like kind of a big deal. So my friend is about to reach champion, which is a couple rungs away from, you know, being the best that there is. Diamond, champ, grand champ, and then there's like Supersonic Legend, I guess. I gotta go. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch. It's like kind of a big deal. My parakeet, he doesn't have to make those decisions. It's just seeds. That's all he eats. Just wakes up, seeds, millet. I have to get some more millet for my bird. He's out of millet. I have to go get millet. Parakeets love millet. They love it. Figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch. Okay. My parakeet, he doesn't have to make those decisions. All right, all you good people. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. I have to get some more millet for my bird. He's out of millet. I have to go get millet. Parakeets love millet. They love it. Bye-bye. From now on, when I sign in, I'll be streaming on 3 different platforms. You want to follow me on Twitch? It's above Germinator 6691. That's my Twitch handle. My Twitch.